Welcome, welcome. Improv team meeting. Yay. A little bit of the meeting, we want to talk about the multi-consultant as our group. We're doing it all together, but the people who are supposed to be here to talk about it aren't in here yet, so we'll talk about it at the end. First, we are just going to talk about a few things to help us get through these awesome months of selling and just the mindset of how to be successful and have successful sales. And how it's really starts up in here. It really, really does. And so that's what I want to talk about. And then how important it is to take advantage of the time that we're in, which is the holiday season, y'all. Like, this is the shopping season. People are buying LuLaRoe. And then I also wanted to talk about like a little bit of Facebook etiquette, but we're also going to have Mark Spence do a training in our team about branding and how to represent the brand of LuLaRoe. And I told him he could talk about that and then whatever else he wants to. So, but the date is to be determined. If you guys don't know who Mark Spence is, he's like the awesomest male consultant ever, besides the Randy T. The Randy T is like perfect, obviously. He's the first one, Randy T was named after the first male consultant in LuLaRoe. And then comes Mark Spence, like, besides all the husbands too. But he's still really awesome. Okay, this sounds weird. But Mark Spence is awesome. That's what I'm saying. What
about Phil?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, Phil's also amazing, but it's Phil and Danielle. They're like together. They don't count as individuals. They just count as one. They're amazing though. Okay, and I want to talk a little about social media etiquette and how important it is to what you present onto Facebook. I asked Ariana to talk. Ariana, if you guys don't know her, she is like the most positive person ever. She's just so positive and amazing. And she had a little fun experience this week, and I wanted her to share her experience. And so I'm just asking her if she's coming online to share your experience. Link in event. Oh, that's so funny. She just Snapchatted me. So we're going to Snapchat her back and show her, Ariana, we're all here wanting you to join our training. Hey, everyone says hi. Haha, this is awkward and awesome. Okay. Oh, Snapchat, I haven't checked you in weeks. Okay. You don't have time to Snapchat anymore, guys. Come on. We sell LuLaRoe. Okay. I'm just kidding. I really like doing it. I just really haven't had the time. If I can't check my Facebook messages, I'm not checking Snapchat. Okay. So, but while I'm waiting for her then, I kind of want to talk a little bit about Facebook etiquette. And you guys can give your opinions kind of too. But the reason why we started approving posts onto our page is some people were just kind of not really having a filter when they posted stuff. And I'm not really too strict because I don't have a filter in my own life most of the time. But I'm not too strict on like every single thing. It's just I want positivity on that page. And I want positivity on that page because everyone focuses on negativity. Once it starts being negative, it's just this big spiral and it goes downward, and it is a downward spiral. When negativity brings on negativity, on and on and on and on, you know? And so it is so important to even fake it until you make it when it comes to being positive on Facebook, not only in our team page group, but also in your own group. No one's going to want to be in your group if you aren't radiating positivity, because that's what attracts people and makes people want to come to you. And you're in a business of customer service. So if you're not positive today, you either don't get on social media or you like just post a fake post and you just pretend like, just for my business page today, I'm going to be positive and I'm going to be awesome and post something cool. And it doesn't mean like you can't have bad days. Like, I've definitely posted or been in my group and be like, I did not get any sleep because of my daughter. I've had a bad day. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, girl, I've been there too. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? So that doesn't mean you can't ever like just be yourself, because that's like really the importance of it. But when it comes to how many LuLaRoe consultants are out there, like one question that I get a lot from people is like, can I still make it? There's like so many LuLaRoe consultants. Like, how am I going to be successful? And the number one way you can be successful is, first of all, being yourself. You know, we're all unique and individual and have our own strengths and weaknesses. And if I try so hard to be Holly, even though Holly's super amazing, I'm not giving myself a chance to be myself. And people go to Holly for Holly's page, but they want to go to me for my page to be me. And so it's really important. LuLaRoe has like that little phrase, like, be you. Like, it's always really true to be you and be true to yourself. And with that, you get confidence. With really letting yourself show and being truly who you are, gives you confidence too. And people can see that. And if you don't have the confidence, you can fake it till you make it, you know? I know plenty of people who do that. And one thing that you need to do if confidence is hard for you is I want you to look in the mirror every single day and tell yourself that you love yourself. I know it's so weird and awkward, but I had to do it. You know, we've all had like times where we're just not as confident in our lives. So you got to go look in the mirror and you just got to say, like, I'm beautiful. And I'm looking at my computer monitor right now. I'm beautiful and I love you. Or when those days that you're not feeling beautiful and you're not feeling like loving yourself, do that. And that will build your confidence. And wear LuLaRoe, that's a confidence builder automatically, right? If you're not feeling confident, get ready in the morning. That totally will boost your confidence. So there's tons of ways that you can build your confidence, which will radiate happiness, which will bring more people to your page. Very positive and anxiously being engaged. If you're not posting in your group every day, they're going somewhere else. So you need to post every single day, no matter what. You don't need to post 5,000 times a day, but at least 1 to 3 times a day is what the recommendation is. What I suggest, I don't always do it. I'm kind of bad sometimes. I usually post every day, but sometimes I don't post 3 times a day. But the more engaged you are, the more you're going to keep their attention. And post about your life, like show them who you are, be yourself. That's what part of being yourself is being like, I'm a mom of, you know, all these kids, and show your kids, or this is my full-time job. This is what I do. What do you guys do for work? And like, you know, there's just so many cool things that you can do to share yourself, show parts of your house. If you're working on your LuLaRoom and you're designing it, even while you're in the queue or waiting for your clothes to come, this is what I have like for my LuLaRoom. Customers love seeing like the behind the scenes. Like when you show like your pictures on your thing and it's like, this is how all the action happens and stuff like that. So those are ways to like stand out to other people. Some other people just think that like they can just post once a week and they're going to make $5,000 a week and it's just the easiest thing ever. And it's totally not. Like, you have to allow your customers to get to know you and be very personal. Share your family with them. Share them your dreams and your hopes and the things that you like, and ask them what they like. I've done different giveaways where I'm like, what's your favorite candy? And then I go out and I like pick 5 people and they don't know this, but I buy them their favorite candy and I throw it in there. And I'm like, I saw this is your favorite candy. You know, I hope you like it, or something, you know, different things like that. Getting to know them and letting them get to know you is the best. Like, I would say like my active VIP members know my daughter's name. They're like, oh my gosh, how's Olivia? You know, it's because I'm always showing them Olivia. Hey, Ariana and Shannon. Who else joined us? Hey, Lacey.
Phil Collins.
It was a good little entry to say hi. Are you at home yet, Ariana?
No, we're driving home from Walmart and Tom is blasting Phil Collins.
Oh, you'll be in my heart, right?
That is my favorite song. Don't even. It's going to make me
Dude,
cry.
it's so good. I love it. I wasn't making fun. So when you get home, let me know. So, like, text her. I'll probably see it, whatever, so you can share your little thing.
Okay.
But yeah, right now we're just talking, for those who just joined in, kind of how can you stand out and make your group a group that everyone wants to stay in. And
that's hard.
Yeah. And it's keeping people entertained and excited and letting people get to know you. And honestly, what I did a lot in the beginning, and a lot of people know this, is I would go watch other people who have tons of people in their group. Like, go watch other people and what are they doing to engage with those customers? Because part of it is having brand new inventory all the time. And that perhaps could be like, obviously, very, very important, very high up on the list. Hey, Stephanie. But another really, really important part is what you do with that group that you have. You know what I mean? Staying engaged, being excited, positive, motivating, very helpful, responsive, posting every day. Those are all very, 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 very important. And when in doubt, go watch someone and do what they do. Like, that is the best way to learn how to do something that's successful, is Go watch these people. Something that I've been watching a lot that I'm not doing is live sales. Like, I'm not doing enough live sales, and I'm watching the people who are in the same, around the same time period as me. That's why it's so important to have teammates who've started with you at the same time, because you guys can kind of compare and contrast, and you guys can talk about stuff. You started Lulu Row at the same time. Maybe you don't like get paid for like helping them or whatever, but you help them, they help you. You know each other, you're friends. And I have a lot of people who aren't on my own team that I'm friends with, that are on Phil's team or other teams, and we get to talk all the time about things. We get to, you know, those are the good people to vent with. If you want to vent with people that joined around the same time as you in a personal message, okay? Or even a group personal message with those people, but like, don't do it publicly in our group. That's not a place for venting. Call me, call a friend, personal message, and I vent in personal messages, y'all. I'm not telling you like I'm above from venting. I definitely vent, you know. But if you don't do it in the public area, it keeps everything positive, and it's a really good thing. So anyway, yeah. So your mindset really helps with that, and then we'll talk about that a little more when Ariana comes back. But so those of you who are onboarded, and this is really important for you, and it's still important if you're not onboarded too, is this time season that we're in for shopping. Like, this is the shopping season. Like, everyone is shopping right now. And for the next 2 months, they're going to be shopping. So you need to have sales every day. If you can, you need to have sales every day, because now's the time, because we're going to hit this time period. Like, for a lot of people, it happens in the summer, but I don't know. I started last year, January wasn't as fast for me as February, but I don't know what's going to happen in the spring, and we better like hit this season hard right now while we can, because shopping is in the air. Like, normally before Lulu Row, who is shopping right now? Me in my life. This is my shopping period, right? All of November. Actually, let's be honest, like sometimes I wait till like Black Friday and then do it more, because I'm always running late on stuff. I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to buy all these presents. But anyway, so shopping is where it's at right now, and it's so important that you're posting your inventory. Otherwise, you're not going to sell it. If you're not having in-home parties, and you're not having people come over to your house, if you're not posting online, how are you going to sell your inventory? Sometimes it's frustrating to me as the leader and as a trainer when I get complaints from people, and the first question that I ask, and if any of you guys ask me or complain to me, Lacey knows this. If someone's like, I didn't have a good sales week, and I'm like, how many sales did you have? One. Okay, well, that's why you didn't have a good sales week. Like, your inventory isn't going to sell itself. Get your buns out there and do some parties. And everyone, and most people who know me like for a little while, knows that parties are hard for me, guys. Parties are hard. Lacey's the party queen. Freaking, how many items last time, Lacey? In your last party? 54? 52? She had 52 items sold in her last hostess party. Holly, isn't that insane? That's amazing, guy. I don't think I've ever had that. Maybe once. And so that is like awesome. But you know what? Lacey has some parties where no one buys anything. But the reason why she has so much more success stories, someone's laughing. But I feel like, and I was talking about this with Andy the other day, because she and I are both like, parties, but we have to do them anyway, but it's so hard, you know.
My VIP is dead tonight.
You what?
My VIP is dead tonight, though.
Is it? It's because everyone bought all your stuff yesterday.
Yeah. Well, I got 2 new boxes today.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
How was your advertising? Guys, this is what I'm going to say. My VIP is dead tonight. I'm not having good sales. Let's talk.
My advertising?
Yeah, how was that?
Same as normal.
Yeah, did you show sneak peeks?
Yeah, I did tonight. But I'm not that concerned.
An event 2 days before?
I don't remember.
But these are the things that I'll ask her or anyone who's like, well, I'm not having good sales this week. So, like, did you advertise a couple times? Did you create an event a couple days before? Show some sneak peeks? Talk it up, you know? Lacey usually does that because I usually get an invite to her event. It automatically invites all your friends. I noticed this time my actually sales this week were slower than they have been the last 2 or 3 weeks. And one thing is I did a different kind of check-in giveaway. I was doing it for breast cancer, which I'm really excited to do that because I want to start making my giveaways have a little more meaning to them. But only like 30 people commented, maybe 40 or something. And that's really low for a giveaway usually, and compared to what you can get. And I noticed the higher people comment on my giveaways, believe it or not, the more sales I get. Is that weird? Not really, because Facebook is notifying more people. The higher things get, the more they show up on your newsfeed. The more likes they get, the more comments they get, the more you'll see on your newsfeed. A lot of things that you'll see on newsfeeds about other consultants, that you'd be like, oh, I always get stuff about their page. And it's because it's the highest one right now. And Facebook has the, what's it called? Algorithm or something, right? That like, am I saying that word right? Okay, cool. that does that. And so I noticed this week I was a little bit slower. And that's why, I think, is because my giveaway was a little like smaller comments. It wasn't notifying as many people. There wasn't as much action going on. And so one thing that we can do for each other when we're having slower VIP sales or whatever, we can go bump each other's stuff and comment on each other's stuff and go like each other's stuff. So I did that for your home?
Oh, yeah. I want to share another tip about that.
Guys. Oh, hold on. Let me finish really fast. Let me finish my thought. I did that really quick. That's okay. So I did that for Mackenzie. One time something happened anyway, and I was just going to bump some of her stuff because it wasn't showing up on the news feed. It was back in the day when things weren't showing up for like a week. Do you guys remember that? Anyone? You could comment on stuff and it wasn't showing up on the news feed. It was like a really weird thing. Anyway, and I went and just to go bump some of her stuff, and like she's totally started selling some more items that weren't getting sold, and we just by liking or bumping some of her stuff. And then another girl, no one responded to her giveaway at all, and it was never on her page because no one liked it or commented it at all. And then I liked it and I commented it, and then 5 minutes later there was like 20 people on it. But if no one likes or comments on one of your posts, it doesn't even go to your main discussion page. So it's actually kind of awesome for us to just help each other out. We can even post that in our team page. Like maybe we could do it, like we'll have like a regular thing that says, please, my VIP group's a little dead. This is what I'm thinking about doing as like an icon. And then you could just leave your group link there, and we all could just kind of like help each other and bump some stuff and be like, cool, I'll go bump a few things. Just kind of get it going. So if you guys are having a slower week or things aren't getting noticed as much, we can kind of help each other out, you know? Right when I was about to have Ariana talk, she got off, so that's okay. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Having like a little icon, kind of help each other out, making sure that we've all liked each other's business page, because that kind of helps. Anything that we can do like that, it helps each other out, and it's awesome. Okay, so Ariana came over today because she had a little week last week where she was kind of feeling like a little overwhelmed and a little discouraged, and I'll let her kind of take it away. And then she's going to talk about how it really is up in here. Can you hear me, Ariana? Dun, dun, dun. Ariana, you can just come over if you want. She lives next door to me, for those of you who don't know. Are you good, Ariana? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Now I can. Sorry.
Okay. That's okay. So I was just kind of introduced like your situation, and then I said kind of how you talked about it. You came up to me and you're like, Jessica, it really is up in here. Like she told me that. It was amazing. Go ahead.
What's up in here? Oh, sorry. What am I saying?
And also you can finish what you were saying about the bumping thing. But what you came and told me today when you were at my house, you just came and you're like, Jessica, like it really was in my mind. Like my mind changed.
Yeah, it's like a total switch. And then, okay, so yeah, going back to what we said, like, yeah, go watch other people. There's this one girl, and what she does is she says, like, drop your unicorn here, and I'll, like, help you find it. And, like, everyone was, like, posting unicorns. And I saw her do it a while ago, but I was like, okay, like, that's a cool thing to do. But then I tried it today, and I had, like, a ton of people putting their unicorn they're looking for. And I was able to find so many. And I got so many private messages of like, oh my gosh, like, God bless you. Or, oh my gosh, like, you have no idea how long I've been looking for this. But it's like, as a consultant, you just see so much inventory a day because you're in multi-consultants. You have other consultant friends. Like, you just see so much that, like, dude, might as well, put it to good use to help your VIPs out. And like, I did it tonight and I had like 6 people. I also don't even know what happened tonight. Like I said, it's just been like a switch. Like our sale last week wasn't that great. I know we didn't have a ton of new inventory and I was struggling with that. But then I'm a religious person, so I was praying a lot, like, Lord, help me, like, help me just be positive. And so I chose to be positive, and like, just one blessing after another. I had like 4 people contact me about signing up underneath me. I had like 6 parties planned within a weekend. We got some killer unicorn TC leggings that is gonna help me out. This one girl is like signing up underneath me soon. Like, she's talking to missionaries at my church. Like, it's just all these crazy things. And then tonight, like, I didn't even have a sale tonight, but somehow I just forked up $600 in sales because Kelly, you're freaking awesome. You're half of it. But there was another customer who came over and she spent like $300, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, the Lord is just like, it's just, not religious. It is just so true that when you're positive, like, positive things are attracted to you. Like, I feel like good things happen when you look for the good in life. And like, it's hard to be positive. Like, there's sometimes where I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't want to do LuLaRoe. There's sometimes I'm like, okay, if we don't do well in like the next 2 months, we're not continuing this. And, then my husband Tom's like, no, like, you got to push out. You just got to try harder. And it's just so miraculous seeing all the crazy things that have happened just by like holding on longer, just a little bit longer, and trying a little bit harder and doing a little bit more each day. So that's what I've been learning. Also about like bumping up. It's so true. People will, the more exciting your page is, like, the more you're going to see that person on your feed. If you ever need help with a giveaway, sorry, I have like a pimple, like, all of a sudden appeared in the past like 5 seconds. I don't know.
I can't see it. I can't.
Okay, good. It's embarrassing.
If y'all are in gallery view, you can see everyone at the same time, not just the person talking. So I don't know if you know how to do that. But
Oh, I see all y'all.
what?
I see all y'all.
Okay, I'm just letting everyone else know that.
Okay.
So
So
she doesn't get like dizzy from all these people like going back and forth.
one question that always, I feel like, gets, like, the question I've used the most that gets the most comments for giveaways is like, what's your favorite Disney movie? Because everyone, even if you don't really care about LuLaRoe, everyone wants to tell you what their favorite Disney movie is. Like, I cannot tell you. I got like 300 comments on that one. It was like my first giveaway ever, and like, I only had like 700 people in my group, and I feel like half of everyone commented, and now I only get like 100. So I don't know, just ask a question that people want to answer, like, who's your significant other? Everyone wants to tell you about your boyfriend, your husband, or whatever. How'd you guys meet? I don't know. But yeah. Good vibes.
Good advice. You go, girl. Yeah, and it's really like your vibe attracts your tribe, I can't remember if it was at leadership or if it was at a training or where I just heard it. Someone, I don't know. I've been so much LuLaRoe lately. I can't even. Ooh, that's cute. Are those little unicorns? Are those camo unicorn leggings in a Randy? What size? Cute. Keep it. Right, everyone? Okay. Distraction. True addicts. Is that a unicorn? Like, but I can't remember where. Holly, you're distracting us. ADD. Squirrel. But I can't remember where I heard it. It was very recent, though, talking about, okay, sorry, I'm like, whoa, I just need to say what I'm going to say. I think it was Deanne, actually, in the training, in one of the calls. You guys can correct me. You need to be around good people that bring you up and be around positive people, and you're going to be positive. Like, I feel like she said that in one of the calls. But how important it is to be around like-minded people. You just need to be around people that are like-minded in the same kind of situation as you are. Oh, that is so cute, Holly. Anyone else think that's adorable? Love it. And that will help you. And you are, your vibe does attract your tribe. So that's very important. So we talked about, honestly, we actually talked about almost all the things that I wanted to talk about, except for the multi-consultant. And I feel like we lost someone, or did we? Anyway, I don't know. It just, my screen just shifted, so I don't know what that means. Anyway, so summary really quick. Mindset. Having a positive mindset is going to radiate positivity in every aspect of your life, kind of like Ariana said and shared with us, especially to your business, to those around you, to your team, to your teammates. Yeah. And one thing that's so important is, if anyone's thought about building a team and signing people up and starting that process, is if you want to build a team, start acting like, if you're not a sponsor yet, start acting like a sponsor. Start doing the things that a sponsor would do, that you think that, start preparing to have someone on your team now. If you want to be a trainer, start acting like one. That was the best advice I ever heard. When I heard that for the first time, I was like, oh, I need to get my act together. Okay. And then I heard it, like, it was actually Danielle, my sponsor, who was sharing it with someone. Her name's, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Syra and Manessa. They're a really top team mentor together, and they're amazing. They have like the fastest growing team in LuLaRoe. They're just incredible, both very business like-minded women, and amazing. They're the ones that taught me that. And if you want to be a coach, start acting like a coach. And so that's when I heard that, I was already a trainer in the queue. So I was kind of more thinking about being a coach. And I'm like, well, what would a coach do every day to help their team? And one thing was, they would read something or listen to something positive and about leadership. And so that's something that I bought a couple of recommended leadership books that I will be glad to share with you guys if anyone's interested. And I bought this cool like leadership quote that I'm actually I haven't read it today. I'm going to go grab it and we're going to read it together. Where's my
That's you're in my way.
Okay, so I bought this because sometimes I don't have time to read my book that I want to read, but I do have time. Everyone has time for like a quote of the day, right? And I shared it with our team the other day on the page, and maybe I need to do that again and screenshot it. So we'll just read today's together since I haven't read it yet. It's very good to put these things in your face, kind of a thing, like so you don't forget. Okay, today's the 28th. So I'm going to read this, and then we're going to close, and then we're going to talk about the multi, and I'm going to have Lacey kind of lead that a little bit. Okay, so October 28th, express belief in people's potential. Ooh, that's a good header, man. I'm already excited. So philosopher, poet, Joanne Wolfgang von Goethe, did I say that right? Does anyone know who that is? Okay, said, treat a man as he appears to be, and you will make him worse. But treat a man as if he were already what he potentially could be, and you'll make him what he should be. Is this exactly what we just talked about? That is freaky. That's freaking awesome. I love it. Okay. Think about the people that have made a difference in your life. The teacher who made you believe you could achieve. The boss who gave you the chance to show you that you could do it. The counselor who let you know that you had what it takes to change and have a better life. The man or woman who loved you enough to say, I do. Not only were they there at pivotal times, in many cases, they probably created those pivotal times in your life. In almost every instance where the impact was positive, the person believed in you. He or she probably saw something in you that perhaps you didn't even see in yourself. Wouldn't you like to be that person to others? If the answer is yes, then try to love others and see them as tens. If you have a family, start with your spouse and kids, then broaden your circles from there. Believe the best in others, and you will bring out their best. Today, and this is like the little ending, like kind of advice for the day. Today, create a pivotal moment for someone by expressing your belief in him or her. That is like, could not be the more perfect quote for today. That's what we were just talking about. And it's kind of do it for yourself too, right? If you're doing it for someone else, you absolutely should be doing it for yourself. If you believe someone else is a 10, that you need to believe you're a 10. It's very, very important to do that. And so believe in your team, believe in your friends, and having that belief and that love and that faith in people can allow them to grow. And along with that, you will grow as a leader and as a wife and as a friend and as a teammate and as a sponsor, in every aspect, as a mother, right? I served an LDS mission, and I remember I had this companion. And so for those of you who don't know, on a mission, you go away for 18 months to a different place, right? 2 years for guys, 18 months for girls. So I went away to Denver, Colorado, super foreign, but anyway, it was awesome. Loved it. Love Colorado. Love everyone. But I had a really difficult companion, and my mission president, who's the guy who's in charge of it, I wanted to just not be her companion anymore. I was kind of over it. It was my second time being her companion because I was the only one who he knew that would make it with her, because she was that hard. As a missionary, you go out all the time and you're always talking to people and doing all these things. And she was kind of like wanting to stay inside all the time because she was really depressed and struggling all these things, which was really hard for me because I wasn't like that as a person. And I was taught this very lesson, that you need to see her as a successful missionary, because that's what happened in the beginning when I was her companion. There was a head change there, and I realized that I'm here to serve her more than everyone else right now and to help her. And my mind went more focused, and I saw her potential, and it completely made me change the way I looked at her. And it completely made me change the way that I felt about her and acted around her. And then she started to change, and she started believing in herself more, gaining more confidence, walking around with her head up instead of looking at the ground all the time. That's how she was. She started holding her head up, and she started wearing makeup and dyed her hair and felt like it was just awesome. And then I wasn't her companion for a while. And then I was her companion again, and she was really depressed again. And so that happened again. And I was like, oh no, I can't do this again. Forgetting that whole amazing experience about believing in her and how that really changed her, or whatever happened. And long story short, my mission president said, more important than the work that you're doing right now on your mission, which we feel like on our mission, the most important thing to do is to share the gospel, right? He said, more important than that is to serve her. She's more important than everything you're doing right now. And I was like, my jaw dropped, and I'm like, are you serious? I don't get how this is more important. She's just one girl. How is that going to be anything, But now looking at it, and obviously looking at it then, I realized that that was absolutely the truth. It's the one is so important, that one person. And I feel like that is how it is with the team. We just always need to focus on that one person. So if you're a sponsor, you need to find the people that you need to focus on and really help them. And if you're not a sponsor yet, develop that quality with your customers and with your friends, and find out who that person is. And if you're believing in people's potential, then you can really see the world in a whole new light. You stop seeing just people around you, and you see these amazing people who can do anything, and it really brings you up as well. So thanks for letting me share that. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording this and do a different one for the planning session. But before I end the recording part, is there anyone that wanted to share anything really quick? Okay, that's totally fine. You don't have to. But I'm going to go ahead and stop. Thank you, everyone. For those of you who aren't watching me right now, thank you for listening. You made it through this very awesome time period of 30 minutes. I'm very grateful. And I'll end.